Who pays for probate costs when you sell the house? Now, you've inherited a house in California, it's going through probate. You might be worried, who's going to pay all the costs? Do you have to pay for repairs, taxes, attorney's fees? What if the estate has no cash? Stay with me to the end because I answer that, but also because we have buyers for a house in any condition. I'll tell you exactly how you can take advantage of that. Welcome back to the channel featuring the leading probate real estate team in all of California. I'm Brendan Mohr, Realtor, Masters Club Life member, and certified probate and trust specialist by the California Association of Realtors.
And I'm Bill Heyman. I'm a licensed California professional fiduciary, as well as I'm a licensed California real estate broker. And I'm also a registered and bonded legal document assistant specializing in probate and trust administration work.
Now go ahead and like and subscribe. And if you've got a house to sell, we can help you avoid the cost and headache of probate and trust administration. Those services come with the listing at a phenomenal discount with no upfront fees, saving families thousands in costs. We can even help with the petition to determine succession, the primary residence process. Our contact info is in the About section. Don't wait, reach out today. Okay, so you have costs in probate when you're selling a house. Who is going to pay for all of that? Now, I talk to heirs all the time. They're stressed out about this. They ask, do I need to pay the mortgage, property taxes? What about repairs? Do I need to pay for them at all? Court fees. They fear having to pay thousands of dollars out of pocket. It can be overwhelming. And the truth is, you probably won't have to. Now, what can you say about this?
Well, what a lot of people out there don't realize is that when it comes to probate homes and the cost to go through probate, the cost of repairs, if there are going to be any, as you said, a lot of those costs can be deferred until the home sells and money flows in from the sale of the house. You know, you and I have actually worked with contractors and handymen on many probate homes where they will agree to be paid out of escrow when the home sells. And that way you're not having to come up with costs to pay a contractor or handyman to do hopefully minor repairs, sometimes major. But the other thing too to remember is you don't have to repair anything on a probate home if you don't want to. Many probate homes, you know, as we know, Brendan, sell as is. And when we say as is, we really mean as is. There's no repairs. Obviously, if you sell a home that way, it may not sell for quite as much as if you did some repairs. And the type of repairs that you do, some of them add value, some don't. Brendan, being an excellent probate realtor, he's very, very good at knowing which repairs are actually going to make a difference and up the sales price. So you really want to look that over if you decide to do repairs. But as I said, there's no requirement that you do any repairs to a probate home. But most of the costs that you incur in probate either can be deferred until the house sells and paid out of escrow so that you don't have anything coming out of pocket, or you may be able to get those costs reduced quite a bit, especially if you use a service like ours.
Yes, absolutely. And something just to remember, because I get this question all the time, you know, about what repairs do I have to do? You don't have to do any repairs unless you signed an offer that says you're going to do repairs.
Right.
You don't have to do anything you're not contractually obligated to do.
Right.
So if you accept an offer saying that you're going to do repairs, then you're going to have to. But most of the time, that is not the case.
Right.
So you won't have to unless you agree to it in writing.
Yeah.
Now, we've done this so many times where it's been as is. I mean, we just recently had one where it was an estate. They had no cash to cover repairs. And by listing the house with us, the sale proceeds covered all their necessary costs for doing the probate and covered paying off the mortgage and any taxes that were there. And the heirs all walked away with plenty of money left over with nothing out of pocket. And that's the power of listing with a team that understands probate. Because that's not going to be your case every time. If you just arbitrarily just pick somebody to probate your estate and a realtor who's doesn't really know probate, right? And this is where our team comes in, because one of these upfront costs that we're talking about here is attorney's fees. And an attorney isn't actually required in probate. Should you need legal advice, you should consult an attorney. But with our service, there are no upfront fees.
No.
So you're not going to be asked to pay some sort of large attorney fee up front. Bill will get your process started. There's one that we have closing today where we took it from an attorney who screwed everything up.
Unfortunately.
It was in probate for a year. You had to submit a 4-inch stack of paperwork to the court to fix everything. And now we have that going through, and their house is closing today and is a huge relief for them. And it matters who you hire. So our team specializes in probate homes. We've done this many times. You've probated thousands of states. Plus, we have buyers ready to purchase a house in any condition. So we can handle the probate process at a significant discount, which saves the estate a ton of money. And that way the house sells fast, all of your costs are covered, and you can keep as much of the inheritance as possible. You didn't have to shell out a bunch of money out of your pocket to do it.
Yeah.
So if you're sitting on a probate house and worried about paying all this cash up front, just call me today. I'll show you exactly how this works, and we'll get your house sold quickly, and the estate will walk away with money in their pocket, and you won't have to pay all these fees out of pocket. Anything else you'd like to add to that?
I just like to say, add to what you said, if you're out there and you've got to go through probate and you've got a probate home that you need to sell, call us first. The worst thing that can happen is you'll save some money.
That's great, Bill. Thank you very much for watching.